Welcome to meteorological spring, March 1st, 2026. For many, this date means warmer weather and blooming flowers. But this year, Mother Nature has other plans, a major winter blast. A powerful storm is sweeping across the Midwest and Northeast, bringing snow, ice, and cold rain. It feels more like January than March. Over 120 million people will be impacted by back-to-back storms. Arctic air from Canada is setting the stage for a messy forecast. Cities from Illinois to New York will feel the effects. This is spring's icy welcome, a turbulent start to the month. Even though the calendar says spring, keep your winter gear handy. You'll need it. Spring may be here on paper, but winter isn't done yet. Why do we call this the start of spring when it feels so wintry? There are two ways to define the seasons: meteorological and astronomical. Meteorological spring, used by scientists, always starts March 1st and runs through May. It's based on temperature cycles and helps keep weather records consistent. Astronomical spring, the one you learned in school, begins with the vernal equinox, this year, March 20th. That's when day and night are nearly equal, and the sun is directly over the equator. Meteorological seasons are practical for tracking climate trends. Astronomical seasons are tied to Earth's orbit and have been celebrated for centuries. Right now, we're in a period of overlap. The calendar says spring, but the sky says winter. Meteorologists have turned the page, but the weather hasn't caught up. This system makes it easier to compare year-to-year data. For now, expect more cold before true spring arrives. The difference matters for weather records and for what you feel outside. So while spring is official for meteorologists, most of us will have to wait a bit longer for warmth. The transition is always a little messy. March is a month of contradictions. The science behind the seasons helps explain why. But for now, bundle up. Spring warmth is still a few weeks away. Let's see what's fueling this wintry pattern. The main driver of this wintry weather? A massive surge of Arctic air from Canada. Picture a dome of frigid, dense air building up and plunging southeast into the US. This Arctic air is the engine behind our stormy pattern. It turns what could be rain into a messy mix of snow and ice for millions. The leading edge, called an Arctic front, acts like a dam, holding cold air in place. North of the front, snow and ice. South, cold rain. Temperatures drop fast as the front passes. Mild afternoons turn freezing by evening. This cold isn't just at the surface, it extends thousands of feet up, making precipitation types unpredictable. Even if it's just above freezing at ground level, cold air aloft can create sleet or freezing rain. That's why this setup is so complex and dangerous for travelers. While late winter Arctic surges aren't rare, this one is especially strong. It's providing a solid foundation for not one, but two storm systems. Winter is making a dramatic stand as March begins. The cold air is locked in. Now all it needs is moisture. And that's exactly what's coming next. Two storms are on the way, ready to tap into this cold. The stage is set for a wintry mess. Let's break down what to expect from the first storm. Stay alert. Conditions can change in hours. Here's how the first round will unfold. The first storm is weaker, but it's already spreading snow and ice across the Midwest and Ohio Valley. As it moves east, it interacts with the fresh Arctic air, expanding the zone of wintry weather. Cities like Springfield, Illinois, and Columbia, Missouri will see enough snow to make roads slick for Monday's commute. In the mountains of West Virginia and Virginia, expect light snow, mainly on grassy surfaces. As the storm reaches the East Coast, precipitation turns messy. Snow, sleet, freezing rain, then rain. Even a thin glaze of ice can make sidewalks and bridges treacherous. The main story here is nuisance, not crippling snow, but light accumulations can still cause accidents. This first system is just the setup act. It lays down cold and moisture before the main event. Be cautious on the roads, especially Monday morning. The real trouble arrives with the second storm. Don't let your guard down after this first round. The stage is set for something bigger. Let's see what's next. As the first storm exits, a second, stronger system develops, arriving Tuesday. This one pulls in more moisture and warmer air from the south, making it fast-moving and dynamic. Snow and a wintry mix will push farther north, with heavy snow possible in upstate New York and northern New England. But the warmth is coming quickly. High pressure moves offshore, allowing southerly winds to bring rapid warming. For cities like Philadelphia, New York, and Boston, snow or ice will quickly turn to heavy rain, sometimes in just hours. The main event shifts from wintry mess to drenching rain. This storm taps into moisture from the Atlantic and Gulf, producing heavy rainfall in major cities. The rapid warm-up and rain create new hazards, flooding and rising water. The second punch is complex with multiple phases and threats. It's a true taste of turbulent spring weather. Be ready for fast changes, snow, ice, then rain. The focus will quickly shift from icy roads to flooding. This is not your typical March storm. Let's look at the flooding risks. The quick switch from snow to rain spells trouble for cities. Cold, frozen ground and clogged drains mean rainwater has nowhere to go. Urban flooding is a real risk from Tuesday into Wednesday, especially in Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. Water will pool on streets and low-lying areas, turning commutes into chaos. The combination of heavy rain and melting snow releases a surge of water in a short time. Clear storm drains near your home if it's safe. This can help prevent street flooding. Check basement pumps and be ready for water intrusion. Don't underestimate this type of flooding. Rain on frozen ground is more dangerous than it seems. Stay alert for changing conditions. Never drive through flooded roads. Turn around, don't drown. Public transit may be delayed or rerouted. The impact is greater than just the amount of rain. It's about where it falls. Prepare now if you live in a flood-prone area. The threat is real and can develop quickly. Stay safe and stay informed. Now let's talk about another hidden danger: river flooding. Beyond city streets, rivers and streams face a unique threat: ice jams. Many northeast waterways are still covered in thick ice from winter. The storm's heavy rain and rapid warming will break up river ice fast. Large chunks move downstream, piling up at bridges or bends, creating ice jams. These ice dams block water flow, causing water to rise quickly behind them. Flooding from ice jams can happen with little warning, inundating areas far from the riverbank. A famous example: Montpelier, Vermont, 1992. Rapid thaw and rain caused a devastating ice jam flood downtown. Authorities will monitor rivers closely, but ice jams can form in minutes. If you live near a frozen river, be extra vigilant and have a plan to reach higher ground. Pay attention to local alerts and news. The sight of breaking river ice is dramatic, but it's also dangerous. Respect the power of nature during this transition. Flooding isn't just an urban problem. River communities must be ready too. Stay alert for sudden changes. Let's wrap up with some safety tips. With rapidly changing weather, safety comes first. Stay informed, check trusted forecasts, and enable weather alerts on your phone. Travel may be hazardous: snow and ice Sunday and Monday, flooding and fog later. If you must drive, slow down and allow extra time, especially on bridges and overpasses. Keep a winter emergency kit in your car: blankets, flashlight, water, snacks. As the second storm hits, watch for flooding and dense fog. Use low beams and drive cautiously. Never drive through flooded roads. At home, prepare for power outages, charge devices, have flashlights and batteries ready. Ice can bring down trees and power lines. If you use a generator, follow safety rules. Never run it indoors. The next few days will be challenging, but preparation is key. Plan ahead and make smart decisions. Protect yourself and your family. A little caution goes a long way. Let's look ahead to better weather. This wintry start to March feels discouraging, but it's only temporary. The battle between winter and spring is always fiercest now, but winter will lose. The sun is getting stronger, days are longer, and after these storms the pattern will shift. Arctic air will retreat, and warmer air will take hold across the Midwest and Northeast. While a few chilly days may linger, the trend is towards spring. Expect more days in the 40s and 50s soon. The snow will melt, and the grass will green. March is unpredictable, but the long-range outlook is milder for the second half. By the astronomical start of spring on March 20th, expect more cooperative weather. The deep cold will be gone, and icy storms will be behind us. For now, respect these last storms and stay safe. Think of this as winter's grand finale, a dramatic exit before a gentler season arrives. Soon birds will sing and flowers will bloom. Warmer days are just ahead. Spring is coming. Hang in there. Thanks for joining us on this wild weather ride. Stay safe and get ready for brighter days.